Looks like we live again. You'll have to forgive me. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna go. We gonna find out though. I'm gonna look into some of my old ass YouTube videos. I mean, a lot of them are first drafts, and just wanting to put shit out there and wanting to get my reps in. But it might be kind of funny to go back and listen to some of these. We gonna see if I can even make it work, because I'm not accepting no goddamn help from nobody. Okay. So I was born to do this. I don't really have a feeling I'll remember it, but I don't know how this is gonna work audio wise either. Fuck. Well, we're just gonna have to record it so we can find out. Certain couple of cats decided to tear up my headphones, so this is all I can do for right now.
Man, I know I'm filming shit, dropping all this epic shit.
It's Rev. Man, look at my damn face right now. Oh man, shit's crazy. How many years ago is this? 9 years ago. Oh yeah.
All this epic shit.
Strap, revelator, was just a young teen, going out, doing dumb things, thinking that my dream was to be on that TV screen, but it makes a bigger scene when you do things never seen. A clever schemer, a strategist. Yeah, my nigga, I know y'all mad at this chessboard going out. I had so much practice. Thinking can be the virus like me and money ain't like magic. I'm a tight like Atlas, world on my back and shit, God.
Did I say what I think I said?
Like me and money ain't like magic.
Yeah. What the
I'm a tight like Atlas, world on my back and shit. Got out in the strength, these niggas can't match it. Black hole, take the earth and bash it. You a bitch in a new world, something like Atlas. I pity, but in my heart lies no malice. They all pussies, no fallacy. No fallacy, and I don't give a fuck if these niggas get mad at me. I dare a nigga to do this motherfucking no better than me. Cause ain't a nigga on this earth as fast as me and you
end of the galaxy.
All that grief,
Turn into gastric release. Real G's, y'all got that classic disease.
rev hands need the heat. Never stretch a nigga out. It's the fantastic stretch.
Oh, jeez. But Nick's beats be going off. Oh no. Okay, thank goodness. I ain't trying to do that, but if you ain't heard St. John's Wedding Day, I mean, check him out for sure, for sure.
Man, I know I'm filming shit.
177 videos. We can't be looking at some of them there. This is like this one right here. I like this one. If I remember right.
Tell me you love me, but don't tell me no lies. Look in my eyes, no love lost. I'm winning the prize. I'm winning the prize.
She say I'm lying while a nigga spit cool facts. I ain't never say it was something you lack. Just a part of yourself you must not want back. You ain't realistic, Caleb. You can't rap.
Tell me that, man. We've been all over the map. People in Japan, man, they love my tracks. But Emily, it's much bigger than that. Told her in the beginning, man, this is friends with benefits. She took that as a relationship with no end of limits. Enough with the tears and all the playing gimmicks. When I don't talk, you say our bond gets diminished. And when I speak my mind, you just get offended. Now you live it cause a nigga hurt your pride. Say you love me, but I seen your work with lies. So go and tell the doctor and see what he'll prescribe. Cause I'm done losing you, bitch. I'm winning the prize.
Tell me you love me, but don't tell me no lies.
But yeah.
No love lost.
Rain Man doing his thing.
I'm winning the prize.
But and there's all kinds of shit, like theories and reviews and stupid shit. I just whatever I was interested in that day. Shit. For the love of money. Pre. No. No, we ain't doing all that there. I got a better version of that anyway. Well, shit.
Oh, expand. This was what I wanted to take a video of.
So I had a lot of videos privated, and so when I got my password back,
You can see his tail behind us, and then there's that one laying to your left up there.
I have not. Nah, man, why is it trying to play other people's shit? Well, we ain't there yet. We can talk about that one when it is appropriate. Some of these though, dog, I'm telling you, was retarded. Like how people like came for him. Skills there. Yeah, I do remember this one. He like swam right by me. So this nigga trained right here. This nigga trying to be on camera. Look at him. Like, for real? Right up in my face? I remember that shit.
Somebody likes attention.
It's somebody likes attention. You know it's true. Shit. I don't know. I don't think I should. But, I don't know. No, that's not what we're doing. I really ain't do much with it. I didn't know what to do. Because I'm too stubborn to ask for anybody's help. So I just watch a few things and then I stumble through it and say, fuck it. Experience will, experience will come through eventually. Oh, goodness. Military vehicles in the city. I don't even know. Some things it's actually, I don't know if that does anything. There ain't no audio. There ain't no nothing. Nothing to be seen here. I see no problems here whatsoever. I think you'll have to fight with me if you see an issue here. I see no issues here. I see only coincidences here, and I think we'll have to fight if you say otherwise. Forgot about my audio there. Turning it up. And I'm still trying to get used to all this shit and how we can, like, play around with doing things like this and streaming a little bit, and maybe doing a little podcast. A little JoJo Star in there wants to continue her bizarre adventures in front of the limelight. What the hell did this thing start playing? Oh shit. No. Shit trying to get me in trouble for real. But no, so I'm just fucking with this Twitch thing, and I just think it's fun. Honestly, like making music or actually recording a video of some sort. Like, it's just good fun, I feel like. And it's productive. It's better than any other kind of addiction, I think, that you could have is one that's productive and a creative endeavor, so you can still go overboard on it. But to do for fun, and if people ever, do take a notice and you're able to just give your opinions on things and talk and be yourself and record it and make money, then, I mean, can you really beat that shit? No. So we'll see. We'll see how things proceed. I don't know what That's the way to do it that way. So if I could switch over scenes to where it's just you and I and not the screen behind me, and then I'm not risking showing somebody else's copyrighted shit. Get me in trouble. I need to. Let me take a look at this. I mean, technically, I can get me some background music that I own. Might be, I don't know, a little much. Who knows? But shit. I'm gonna check this. I don't think I had any. What the is that? No, we don't need that. With a microphone and a dream. And a track that's so mean. They don't know what I seen, and they don't know what I done, so they don't know what I mean. Came a long way from them petty dollars. Think his thumb was a wet parlor. Fucking eat like spaghetti pasta, smoking out just like a roster. Come here, baby, just let me toss it. I see a man, he a damn pasta. Crab ass nigga like a fucking lobster. Niggas in the game, but they don't know the history. Need to stop it all. Them cheap shots, you's a lame boy, yeah, you missing me. Mystery. Yeah, motherfucking T.I.P. So, can't really explain why I chose to be Daimyo KB, but I just found a nice little chess app, as you can see, I believe. Let me just make sure. Bitches in my pocket. Real about my hustle. Oh no, you can't see it. Let me put this. Oh wait. Oh, you still wouldn't see it. So I check my socks. I can get them braids. Nah, nigga, I'ma try them locks. Stunting on all them cops. Shake 'em like y'all watch. Took that fucking shot. Then came back to life like where my beard popped that top. No wonder we solid as a Kryptonian rock. Bet on C9. Oh, it's chessfriends.com. You know, lady at the bread spot. This thing was scorpion deadlock. After his shit, just buried one of the bedrock. We burnt some black bush, nigga. Now we screaming, yeah, yeah. I was space pimping, and I met you, man. But the boss can't wait till I dispose of all the henchmen. Just one independent group, but now we the linchpin. You running this cloud nine zone, I lay you out like Lynch did. Y'all niggas gossiping over there on that bitch shit. All we do down on the crowd, niggas getting rich quick. Cause I'm flexing so hard that a nigga about to bust a vein. Only hood niggas in my hood, niggas can't but the same. Pocket. I'm real about my hustle game. Bitches that don't know me looking at me like, what's your name? It ain't nothing strange. You know that we is not the same. Soon as one left, you can bet that another came. You there? Damn. Camera ain't stable. I don't give a fuck right now. But, why the fuck would I have done that? Why I'm, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. And let's see what the computer says here, right? Which is, I mean, a little strange, but it's not a bad move. You come out, you pin the pawn there. Okay. So I can see. I'm trying to take the center, and technically it's protected, but it's not really a good move because the queen's open already. Let's see. Okay. Obviously, but what are you gonna do? Just give me a bishop? I mean, you could. Hmm. Now that's where I'm perplexed as to what exactly I'm thinking about. Am I just trying to castle real quick? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking. Well, that's interesting. And now you're just gonna threaten me like that? Well, I'm taking that every time. You can if you wish, either way. Uh-huh. Check. The obvious, gonna have to, but he goes the other way. Huh. Take the rook. Mm-hmm. Now I'm jacked, but yeah, and you know me, I'm just gonna take you with the queen. You can get off of that so that you could, oh, okay. This is a wild, stupid game. I like it though. This is just some wild shit. Okay. This, and like in game is typically where I'm gonna struggle anyway. So we're getting to that point where there's no, I don't know what else you're gonna do. What's this? Yeah, just me fucking around. Oh yeah, but I don't own those beats though, so that could be a problem. And that could be cool with me using heads though. Oh, I'm sorry. Shit. I gotta step even further back, really? Okay. Place the hold off in the game. You ain't got no stamina. I'll hammer ya. Back a blame at ya. What? What is he doing? Like that, bro. That's a flat, right? But yeah, man. Jordan just coming over here trying to jump in the screen as usual. What? I said you try to jump in the screen as usual. I'm like with Farango. Hmm? You trying to jump in the screen though? Put my team though, nigga. I got middle foot, but I don't seem to need enough. Just kind of weird development choice, but alright. I don't know, like all the openings and different attack strategies and shit. I really just play. What the fuck? Oh. Okay. Now that we're a little bit more. Damn. I kind of like Black's position better. Like immediately, just more open and. Okay, yeah, force me back. Nope. Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna take with the pawn, ain't I? Okay, good. So I don't fucking stagger them like that if you don't need to. Get double pawns. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what I'm thinking here. Well, now you can't cancel. Where are you going? Yeah, do I see that? I'm sorry, like, I was like, am I really aware of what I'm doing right now? There's no fucking way. Alright, boom. So that shakes him off first. I got you. And then the queen. Dude, that was sick. He had one choice to make and he made the wrong one. Right there. Damn. Hey, Gargamel. 13. Keep doing your thing, homie. What is this? Oh, I thought this was a long video. For no good reason. Yeah, I can't play this. Can I? I don't think I can. But it's the most hilarious fucking shit I think I've ever heard. I might just have to fucking mute the shit.
Hello?
I have just one question for you. Are you ready?
Am I ready for what? Who's this?
Are you ready for this Sunday night when WWE Champ John Cena defends his title in the WWE Super Slam?
Huh.
Right now you can order this awesome pay-per-view event for just $59.99.
I'm sorry, no, there is not any chance in hell that we're ever going to have wrestling in this house again. But thank you, but no. Have a good day.
What's up? Was it loud? Was it loud? Damn. It wasn't supposed to be loud.
Hello?
And goodbye to anyone standing in John Cena's way. When he takes on 6 men in a steel cage shoots and ladders match at WWE
Shoots and ladders
Super
match.
Slam. Order now and save $10 with a low, low price of just $49.99.
Sir, you guys just called me, and as I mentioned before, we're not ordering this, so please stop calling my house. Thank you and goodbye. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Champ?
Who?
Champ? Is Champ there?
Who is Champ?
That question will be answered this Sunday night.
Hey, sir?
Taking on
Yeah.
Who's calling my house?
The Undertaker,
Who's calling me?
CM Punk, and even Triple H and the Big Show.
Yo, this is the most wild I've ever fucking heard of. Just getting somebody so riled up with such energy and passion in the voice and then in the delivery. It's undeniable to me. Like I really fuck with like I just cannot not laugh at it. I just can't. I have to. Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh, in a spit-swapping makeout match, WWE Super Slam.
Hello? Hello?
Nick?
Can you stop screaming in your little sirens and whatever that is? Can you knock it off for 5 seconds? Not interested. Stop calling my fucking house. Hello?
I'm watching you.
Excuse me?
That's exactly what The Undertaker told John Cena.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
He'll be
that.
able to take the belt from the mightiest champion in WWE history at this weekend's WWE Super Slam.
Super.
Stop calling my house before I get your number. I will track you down and absolutely tear you to f***ing pieces. Do you understand me? I know you are.
Explosions with the music. No, I can't. I mean, I applaud the effort, really, and just the execution. And then I applaud the lady for being the type of person who would be able to take this shit seriously enough to actually get mad at it. This is ridiculous.
John Cena, crazy motherfucker.
Fireballs.
Calling my house now. No wrestling, no super motherfucking slam is happening in this house.
We cannot end it like that, though. You already know.
I swear to Jesus, if this is those wrestling f***s again.
Okay, good morning. Hi, I'm just calling this morning to ask if you're a supporter of the United States military.
Oh my God, I apologize. We've been getting calls all morning. I apologize, and yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, I am.
Great. Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Yes. Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name is John Cena! He's gonna get in the ring and put boots to asses! This
Are you
weekend!
kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? I can't even handle this. I can't not handle this.
Available right now at a low price of only $39.99.
I can't believe it. I'm about to lose my... I swear I'm about to call the police.
Hello. You have a collect call from. Will you accept the charges?
Oh, your mother. Listen, stop calling. It's listening not your strong suit.
We may have gone too far. But let's see how it progresses.
But you're not hearing me. Shut your beaten down, burning, program, and listen. I don't care if they're trying to I don't want it. It won't happen. It's not repeating again. It won't be allowed in this.
Yeah. It's his family. And waiting. Just waiting for her to stop talking just so that they can tell her. For $39.99. John Cena.
This house? You hear me? Never again will there be wrestling here in this house. I'm going through closets and taking out t-shirts and burning them and calling the police and telling you that you're harassing me. Stop it now. And I'm calling the police. Good luck to you. Have a nice day. Yourself.
I can't believe she answered the phone.
Hold on. Marie, this is the Z Morning Zoo radio show on Z104. How are you?
What?
We've been phone scamming you. Your husband.
Oh, shit.
He told us to phone.
We are all in a cut right now. Are you kidding me right now?
I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for you. I couldn't believe the mouth gun you had on you. Oh my god. Well, listen.
I haven't had my coffee yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was that all in one morning? Like, they really probably had her work. Especially with the I'm watching you. Excuse me? That's exactly what John Cena said to The Undertaker. I don't know what that was. I probably shouldn't show that. Let's come back over here. So I don't know what this is gonna end up being, honestly. I want to react to things. I mean, the EFAP guys had me interested in what a particular person with my traits and attributes could do, but I'm not sure where everything will go. I like to play games. As you can see, I play some chess and I play an occasional video game, but I like to work for real. Like, I like to move my body in a physical fashion. Try to fucking try to keep myself in good shape. We got enough of the devices. Where's this? Oh, these niggas. No, I'm like Lou Ferrigno. And obviously I still do enjoy doing music, and Um, but I just want to be able to just like, cause I don't care about being famous. I don't want to necessarily be famous. Like, if it comes with it, it comes with it. But just being able to like express and have like a pocket of people out there that appreciate like the art that you express, or how you express your coverage of of an event or whatever it might be. Um, I hate to get into existential fucking threats to streaming, and the fact that I'm doing it could mean so what if I reacted to the EFAP guys reacting to another person reacting to another person reacting to that first person? No, no, not right now. If I watch something live, that'd be one thing. Matter of fact, let me look at what my home looks like right now. That feed. See what the algorithm is dribbling down onto us. Hey, you want to watch this 6-hour EFAP Mueller video you just watched? Why wouldn't I? I mean, it was hilarious. Mm. Oh man, Charlie Hopkins. Well, that shit's fucking killing. So, I just want to see if anybody's live right now. Let's check EFAP real quick. Every frame of pause, not every frame of painting. We can't do that, right? Like, that's not cool. I don't think. Like, cause I mean, but I want to watch. So, because this movie is probably. Let's just go ahead and mute that right now. Oh, can I like maybe mirror it or otherwise alter the image in some way? Let me come over here. Okay, so filters maybe. I can't even see the shit. Whoa. Oh, cool. Am I streaming all this right now? Not, am I? I hope not. That's just me. Oh, goodness. Okay. most definitely. Alright. Yeah, that's fine for now. I mean, if I can make it right. There we go, I think. I don't know, maybe. Okay. Oh, alright, now. I'm about to find me an image real quick. Let me see here. Because, I mean, it's literally, it just dropped a couple hours ago. This is my second attempt at a fucking, at a stream. I mean, yeah. Wait, what? Is that, I don't know. Let me see if I can. That's not it. Well, then where the fuck did it go? That's the real question here. No, I won't be able to use that shit, I don't think. I'm just straight right here, just not giving a fuck. It's alright, we're trying to. We work these things out and then we won't have to, but you might as well stream it, I don't see why not. Desktop. I doubt it's gonna work, but. Oh, it ain't even about that. No. Okay. Gotcha. Exactly. Save as a type. You piece of shit. So. But where is that? Oh my gosh. It's alright, we'll figure that out too. Let's back out of that for right now. I'm doing all the work, motherfuckers just bouncing around and shit. Hmm, it's good, I think. Maybe. Okay. Well, well. Oh, right, my bad. So, okay, 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 we need to work on the opacity here a little bit. Oh, Lord. Um, how did I even do this? Okay, filters. Boom. Um, I don't understand. Like, what do you think I should do? You think that? Um, I mean, it's something. But wait a minute. Oh, shit. So, but we can bring it in a little bit. And come back. Boom. But yeah, no, we gotta do something better with that. Yeah. Okay. And then maybe drop it down? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so you can still see their name, da 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 da, but the images themselves. Let's. Oh, I don't know. I'm assuming the guys know what they're doing better than I do, and I'll try to stay in their vein of things. If I just want to, I want to watch it. I'm doing all this just so I can not be just stealing their material because that's not what I'm trying to do. But I legitimately just want to watch this shit. I think they're about my age, dude. It's funny how even though Mahler's I don't know about leftist, but like seems to lean more liberally from what I've heard him say. Just by the laughing at the thought of being considered conservative. So, all right, I'm gonna jump into this. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I can do that, or maybe just turn down my mic until, or maybe just mute it until I.
Like an alien necromorph on it, and the other one had a little face hugger on it.
A necromorph.
Fuck. I've been playing a lot of Dead Space lately. It's okay. Xenomorph.
There you go.
They had the big black xenomorph. Why would you say that? They're both cool. They're both great.
Yeah, duh. So I don't know if really this is the best way of doing it or not. I guess I can just try to remain quiet and hope that, well, I don't think the desktop audio is doing anything. So let's just mute that. All right.
But one had the xenomorph on it, one had the face hugger on it. They were $15 each. So didn't get one of those. Even though I guess.
Nigga, is he saying they're selling face hugger merch? This society is losing its way, isn't it?
Technically, they're not specifically Romulus related. They're just generally, if you're an Alien fan, those would kind of, I guess, be a thing you could get. I don't know if they said Romulus on them, then you wouldn't want to have it in your house. But if they didn't, then you could have it just be like a general kind of.
Get some touch-up paint and take out the Romulus part. Get some black touch-up paint.
Yeah. Just keep the Alien and then remove the Romulus bit.
Hey, Meta, take a photo.
Yep, I got it. I don't know, man. This is not a movie I was going to watch.
It's a scam.
Oh my
It's a scam.
god!
It's a scam. So I have this like little neighborhoody theater that not too many people go to, which is great because I'm like, I have
a chance to get a popcorn bucket, and I get there on the first show, they are gone. So I go to eBay, right? Because I promised Chris a popcorn bucket, and I got it for him for way more than I would have paid for. For this movie, yeah. There's a dude who has 50 popcorn buckets of the alien heads. Like, how'd you get 50, mofo? Oh yeah.
Oh, I guess if you don't have a life to get in the way of you collecting alien pop.
Okay, so I stand corrected already. I'm trying to do too much. And I don't know about the audio. Again, I'm trying to figure all this out, but since I'm recording this one, it's my second go at it, but I didn't actually record the first one, so without a chat really to help here, we're just doing the best we can until, well, I could but then we're just going to hear an overlap. Okay. Well, I'm going to let them both rock for now. No. Fuck that. We're going to mute ourselves. I just wish there was a faster way for me to unmute myself on here. There might be. Oh, okay. So apparently it was face hugger popcorn buckets. Still gross, but like let's go. Let's see.
Popcorn buckets. It might be
know.
pretty easy.
It's 11.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It's 11.
Oh,
I
look,
know
someone's got to
exactly.
get them.
I know exactly how he got them because that's how everybody got action figures back in the day. But it's like, come on.
There's a bunch of wells in Africa, and the bucket is just a recycled popcorn bucket from the movies that no one gets them from.
In 2 years, we're going to see the cobalt mining, and they're going to be using alien popcorn buckets to dig out the cobalt and then die of cancer.
Space cancer.
Whatever, yeah, space cancer, whatever it's good for.
Space cancer.
From the movie.
So,
not the mining.
Not real space cancer, just to be clear.
Yeah, well, of course, not real space cancer. So, hello, everyone. Hello, chat. Oh, you're not on the screen yet because I'm silly.
Hello, chat.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm so
you gotta
sad.
go up there.
Been seeing
Get 'em
them
on
say
screen.
stuff, and I haven't even got them on there. It's like
Gonna be a
they're at the
star.
door knocking, and we're all chatting, and I'm there, but I haven't looked over yet. And they're like,
Oh, they can
"You'll
see
look
us through
over."
the window.
Yeah,
we're
he'll look
inside
over.
where it's warm, and we're having a good time. We're talking about movies. And like, hey, let us in. We can't hear you. Let us in.
Having a good time is.
We are having a good time.
Yes, we are. You're right.
We're not in the
100%.
theater. This is the part
100.
where we talk about the movie.
100%. Okay, well, yes, Alien Romulus came out, which is the next one. That's how they were doing all.
Which, if I'm honest, Alien died a long time ago. I was less than pleased with the third Alien film, right? No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of. Oh shit! I'm thinking of Alien vs. Predator and Alien vs. Predator Requiem, and then I stopped watching those films because they made the fucking mistake of putting the whole plot in and some of the big reveals in the trailers. I don't understand. Romulus did look like it was going to get back to more, well, a better horror element than what I've seen from the last two that I have seen people review, obviously, because I wasn't watching that shit. But from the trailer alone, I could tell that was not. These movies weren't gonna end well. But let's see.
I'll say about it other than that. Oh boy, it took
Alien 3. Which attack? Alien 3.
Just 3. Almost Cube was the thing, right? Remember that?
Okay.
Yeah. Little 3.
Alien Cube. We have Alien 4 Resurrection.
Yep.
Then we have. That's when Prometheus happened, right?
Well,
Prometheus is
Alien versus Predator. A lot of people don't count that though.
Yes. I don't.
That's fair.
I think that we should.
All the other ones either.
What a wonderful film that was.
AVP's better than several films.
True. And several Predator films. So we have.
Most of them.
Let's see. Then after that, we had Prometheus happened,
Yes.
and
did.
then
Covenant.
I almost said Prometheus Covenant. Alien
Prometheus
Covenant
2,
happened.
Covenant.
Prometheus 2. Black Goo Boogaloo. Googaloo. And then we have. Then this happened.
Yes.
Unless
This
I'm
is
missing any.
the next.
This is too many. Nobody asked for this many. I like how I can watch their likes just exploding as we watch.
And it's taken.
Well, not that.
Twitter by storm.
I'm
Film
just happy
culture
for the
by
guys.
storm. Everyone's like,
Honestly.
"Wow, Alien is back, everyone!" Isn't that great news?
In the way that like a cancer could return, I suppose. Like you think it's dead, like you think you've jettisoned jettisoned it into space potentially, but then it returns. Yeah, I suppose so.
Everybody involved in this stream and in the chat is too young to remember Beatlemania. Have you ever heard of it?
Big Bad Beetleborgs. Yeah, that was great.
No.
I love Big Bad Beetleborgs.
You know what? I'm gonna reverse that. I'm just too old.
I don't know, man. I had the Power Rangers. Me and Tisa had the Power Rangers. I had the Godzilla. I had my Street Sharks. Everybody forget the Street Sharks, man. You can't be sleeping on the Street Sharks.
For everything, so I'm sorry. I apologize to all of you.
No, you're referring to the Beatles, the Brit.
Damn, I forgot I was fucking. Oh no, I ain't muted, but I was supposed to be. Well, I don't even know what to do. We gonna see. Let's just do it the easy way, but we'll have a. Okay, let's do it this way. We're gonna mute the mic. Let him.
British band from Liverpool.
Yes, and they did a Beatlemania. It's kind of like Beatlemania, but worse.
Okay. So that was the test, but now we about to just go ahead on.
There was a band. There was a Beatlemania. Oh, there was a basically a fake Beatlemania band. It was like a play or something that toured, and it was awful. It was
I think I understand why you're bringing that up.
Or...
The Beatles were still alive when this happened, by the way. So yeah.
All of them, or just the good ones?
All of them.
You know, that's actually oddly applicable to several elements of this film.
Just so that we have it as a recording. Which ones are the good ones?
So what about Beatles?
The Beatles? Which ones are the good ones?
It's okay if nobody shares this opinion. I'm not gonna say they're not good. I do not like the Beatles music. And I listen to everything, okay? Like, I could put on Beethoven, at least the Moonlight Sonata. I could put on a couple of different classical tracks that I really enjoy. And then you have soul, you have R&B, you have rap, country songs, fucking metal, some Slipknot, some, like, I mean, you name it, the genre, I probably have messed with it. But, like, Beatles are overrated to me. Just saying.
Yeah, which ones are the good ones?
George Harrison and John Lennon.
I was just making a joke.
Yeah.
What about?
They're all the good ones in my heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
George Harrison.
So. What about Yoko Ono?
You understand?
Oh no!
Oh my God, things to discuss. We've got limited Gary time to rant and ramble about Rhombomulus. Okay, so try to take advantage of this.
Tingomulus.
Alien rhombus.
No, I don't actually know any of these creators, obviously, but like I've watched a lot of Mahler's content on the other channel, the Mueller one, obviously, but him, Fringy, and Rags always seem to be doing shit together, and it's like, I mean, I like it, man. I like the whole idea of this. Like just getting together with your friends and kind of reacting to different things. So we got a Jay Longbone. Everybody's seeing this, right? I'm a rookie with this. Okay. So we got Nerdbone, Nerdrotic, capital O Opinions, Fringy, Rags, and then second channel, Okay. Interesting. But these guys have really inspired
That's
me
what it is. So,
to do
how
something,
do I
even if
properly
I'm not going to
preamble
get
this? Welcome
perfect
to
right
yet another
away
episode of
as we build
our
the
movie breakdown show, where we
Our
have the
movie
complete
breakdown
opposite
show.
perspective of the wider audience in the world. It's,
We have the correct yet unpopular take.
I was just thinking
yet
about
again.
how, like,
So far,
Guardians
at least.
3, Mission Impossible, fucking Dead Reckoning Part 1,
Deadpool vs. Wolverine.
Fallout.
I like
Man.
those movies.
But Fallout was fucking phenomenal.
Wait, no, Fallout the fucking show, you donkey.
Oh, right. I thought, okay, that one.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Okay, that one sucked. That one sucked. Back on track.
That's how effectively my brain has shut out the Fallout TV show. That's
Yeah,
by
that
the
makes
fucking
sense.
putrid trash. And I think about Mission Impossible Fallout, that stellar action film.
I also enjoyed Mission Impossible Fallout a lot. It's a very good one. Anyway, this one, am I safe to assume? I don't know if I could speak for Cap on this one, but I was going in with like a all right, entertain me movie. Let's do this. This alien standard affair, or people feel a little more
Yes.
cynical about this? What's everyone's feel?
I wasn't cynical at all. We had talked about it, so you know the answer.
Mhm.
But I was like thinking it'd be like maybe this will be like a Planet of the Apes, the remakes. You know, like it'll be fine. People will like it. It'll do pretty well in the box office, and it could be completely forgotten within 72 hours, like Avatar. You know.
Wait, when you say they came out and then the Planet of the Apes movie that came out and everyone forgot about them, you might have to be more specific.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm over here just yapping. Just yapping.
What's everyone's feel?
Right. So what he had said was he went in with the, hey, go ahead, entertain me movie. And what I said while I was muted again. It's like I can't. Anyway. Actually, yes, well, no, because then it'll change the way it looks on here. Right? Won't it? Okay. It's still just that window, though. I got you. And then it might just be just a little easier for me to jump back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Alright. I mean, I don't really want to take up half the fucking screen, though. Yeah, whatever.
I wasn't cynical at all. We had talked about it, so you know the answer. But I was like thinking it'd be like maybe this will be like a Planet of the Apes.
And I'm sorry, I when he said that, I said that we always go into the theater with that kind of hope, that kind of I bet you this thing's gonna be decent. I hope, and then it just can't even deliver that. We gonna keep on working though. What we got here?
The remakes, like it'll be fine. People will like it. It'll do pretty well in the box office, and it could be completely forgotten within 72 hours, like Avatar.
Wait, when you say they came out and then the Planet of the Apes movie that came out and everyone forgot about them, you might have to be more specific.
You talking about the Tim Burton one?
Oh, not the Tim Burton one. The most recent ones with
Matt
Andy
Reeves
Serkis,
ones.
the Matt Reeves ones, and the latest
right?
one. Yeah,
The chick on the cover, right? And no one talked about.
Now I kind of like those films. I can't even really say that. I liked the first one when it came out, the new Planet of the Apes, but I can't speak on any of the other ones. I kind of feel like it would be in poor taste to go smoke a cigarette and then leave it the stream on nothing. I mean, even though I don't think nobody's watching it, be easy. I don't see a motherfucking soul up in there, baby. Let's see here. So we might have one. Look at what I'm looking at. Anyway, yeah, let's pop on down. And they did just disappear, though, didn't they? How the hell did that happen? Like, I hardly even heard about them until after they was out already, and I still ain't seen. You know how like YouTube be? You'll see a million clips of a movie. You'll see the damn near the whole movie in shorts. So that's just strange.
About it or knew it existed or anything, right?
Yeah.
Like a really recent one. Okay. These old franchises. There's just so many installments now. I can't keep them straight in my mind hole.
No one can blame me for that. So yeah, I was hoping to have fun.
I don't know if I'd say I was cynical, but I wasn't like super excited either. I don't know. I suppose I wasn't actually expecting that much, really, like going into it.
How could you? I mean, really. When was the last, really great film? Like when, obviously there's not going to be no perfect films, but shit. Are we going to act like this is the best anybody could do?
I figured it was just going to be like fairly bare bones and basic. And so I was figuring, oh, it'll be okay. That was me.
Yeah, I wasn't optimistic, but I was willing to be like, okay, show me what you got. Maybe you've learned your lesson. Let's see what happens. I have an open mind. I'm ready to let it just wash over me. So
Same.
I feel like
let me see what we got here.
If you go back to real BBC coverage of the trailers / I think open bar, I can't remember. I'm almost certain my two broad takes were, man, this is going to be filled with member berries, and I wonder if we're going to be getting any competent characters. My mistake, of course, was assuming there would be characters. Anyway, oh hey, J Longboat, how you doing?
Well, that ain't good. His mistake was assuming there would be characters in the film. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say autistic, but I would say that Mahler's anal about films, and I think we share a lot of the same opinions when it comes to storytelling. So, that ain't good. But let's get into it. Hopefully.
I'm doing good. Hey.
Welcome. We're about to start talking about the film. We're on the cusp. We were just talking about how excited we were to go see it, which apparently nobody here really was expecting a lot anyway. But you know, like hey,
Had pretty low,
yeah,
pretty low expectations, and it failed to meet them anyway. So here we are.
Yeah.
I was going to say there's no controversial or clashing opinions here from what I can gather, but despite that, outside of this selection of people and a couple of others, as far as I can tell, the world loves this movie. So,
Well, fuck them.
I'm gonna make some lunch. While I do, I'll just listen to the audio because I'm close enough, but hopefully that's all good. And I'll be back in just a minute. Yeah, because I can't hear it unless we take this outside with us. We might be able to do that. Let's see what a nigga look like in the sunshine. But yeah, first I'm gonna make myself some lunch real quick. But I'm listening, but I ain't gonna be able to pause as frequently as I have been. But I heard Mahler himself say, hey, like, if you take fucking a 2-hour film and you fucking turn it into a 16-hour stream, or some of it is, within that 16-hour stream, like, you've obviously transformed the work or whatever. Not sure I'm going to be going for no 8 hours. But we'll see. We'll see how interesting it is, and how much I have to say for each of the points that are being made as they're made, as Mahler goes through the script and whatnot. But for right this second, I'm gonna make myself some noodles, some noodles, and add to this 240-pound frame.
What if they said that to you, Rags? Whoa, you wouldn't like that, would you?
That's what they always do to us. I'm used to it. I'm numb to it.
I've already gotten
99% of the show doesn't make sense. It's probably really shit. Like, oh,
I've got the torrent of you don't know how to have fun. You hate anything new that comes out. Like you blah blah blah. All the usual stuff. So Gary, you got a bit of that as well, huh?
Oh yeah, I got one.
I laughed at a couple scenes. I had
fun. There you go. Yeah, we always find a way to have fun. Yes, I was accused of not liking a film since Return of the King. Checks out. No, yeah. Just kidding. But yeah, I've liked a couple since then.
I'm always surprised about how many times I'll get the I've been with you with everything up to this one. This one you've completely lost me. It's like, oh, all right.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
It's gonna happen sooner or later, I guess.
Let's explore this, shall we?
Yeah. Let's get out our notes and talk about why I'm correct once again.
Well, between us, we got some decent, I think, Alien franchise knowledge, so we can just start with the premise, which you get immediately. For anyone out there who's like, how are they making a new Alien film? Where's it going? Set between Alien and Aliens, if you didn't already know. It's an
interquel.
An interquel, a midquel.
An interquel.
No, it's not a midquel. It's a subcategory of a midquel called an interquel.
I don't like any of these words.
I can't keep all these Can't keep all these genders straight now. Fucking
I know, right? So that leaves the door open for like an Alien 1.25, an Alien 1.75,
Oh my
an Alien
God.
1.99.
They
Yeah.
can squeeze a whole quintilogy in between
Yes.
1 and 2 because in
The whole
universe there's
saga
like
in between the
The whole
movies.
cinematic universe between
What,
two
like,
movies.
is
there's
it
like
70 years? Is that what it
yeah,
is?
like 70, 80 years, right? That's how long Ripley was in
Oh my
the
God.
sleepy tube before
The
Aliens
sleepy
happens.
tube. It's
Yeah.
it's like 20 years after Alien, 40 years before Aliens. That's what I gathered. I haven't got exacts, but it's something like
Around
that.
2050.
Yeah,
It
something
said around
and-
2050.
and
2150.
There's a whole ass movie that happens off screen, and then we get a movie. So 1.25 is definitely possible. There's definitely a chance they'll do that.
$1.25. Excuse. Maybe I need some more context.
Anyway, so you might be like, well, then how does it happen? What's the story? Tell us,
How does
Uncle
it happen?
Mutually.
How does this happen, actually?
Well,
How does
I'm
this
going to need
movie
some help for anybody who can provide it. It seems to begin with, and this is using information a little bit further in the film, but I mean, we need it now, so I'm just going to say it. They go out searching for the destroyed Nostromo and specifically the alien, and they find it. They being
They
Weyland
find it.
Yutani. This already, like the first sentence
What?
creates problems. Like,
Yeah.
a minute.
What do you mean?
How is that possible? Why is that happening?
Well, I guess this means that
They can
the
survive
alien-
nuclear explosions.
they can survive a
Multiple nuclear explosions.
well, yeah,
Somehow.
the Nostromo had like a
Somehow.
vaporization 3 times.
Dude, yeah. I just watched Alien.
Yeah.
That
It's
sucker
a-
blew up more than once.
This
It
is
is-
an
it
old
is funny to see
70s
the-
explosion.
The pieces of the ship where you're like, no.
No,
Yeah.
it's all
Dude,
clustered together, like it's all together in one
Yeah.
piece.
It's
even
just
though
like the Death Star crashing in Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it should be evaporated. There's big old
I
pieces.
can
Yeah, it's kind of odd that they would get that wrong so many times. The fucking Death Star's down there on some planet after 30 years. But I mean, shit, I guess even though Palpatine exploded, then the Death Star exploded. But if the Death Star looked like that, then I guess maybe it makes more sense that Palpatine didn't die in it. But I died. Trash. Trash and shit.
can buy that there are pieces of the ship. They didn't actually atomize, probably. They flung off into space in a wide variety of different directions, accelerating. Actually, they're not accelerating because of space. Flying off into space in all directions for decades worth of time, potentially. The fact that it's all just right there, floating together, intact. It's not intact, but all of the clumps are just right there. Really kind of undermines the power of the explosion that was in Alien.
Oh, and there's also
And
a
it
big
also,
old alien clump, because that's where the alien
Yeah.
is.
The alien lived after all that. The alien made
It
it.
encased itself in alien rock.
It is already falling apart. Alright, grab my noodles, but I'll be right back.
To survive being in space after Ripley booted it out of the ship, and they collected it. How wonderful is that? This is just bad news all over. The fact that they found it at all, the fact that they knew to look for it. Where did they get information from regarding this? How did that happen? What's going on? And then, of
No,
course,
but you understand they're like a secret part of Weyland Yutani. They were doing it, and they went out there to grab it, and they didn't tell anyone. It was a little
guess-
secret between all of them.
Because they told in the original, I guess, because Ash was, programmed to do all that stuff. I guess they were waiting for him to get that delivered. So when it didn't show up on time, which it should have by this point, I think, then I guess they
But-
would have gone looking for it.
I'm pretty
Then,
sure
but
a
then
knife
why?
with a map on it. That was what I think happened.
But then why were all of the Weyland-Yutani guys in Aliens? Like, they didn't know anything.
It doesn't work.
No,
Because
they thought it was completely destroyed. They say as much.
Yeah.
that's because okay, look, Weyland-Yutani is structured such in order for OPSEC, that's operational security, that they have compartmentalized Weyland-Yutani laboratories where they don't all communicate with one another. So all the people in Aliens, they didn't know that actually this whole time there was a different group in Weyland-Yutani who had everything covered, and they recovered it, all was well. And the entire purpose of Aliens the movie didn't even need to fucking happen.
It is incompatible with Aliens. This doesn't fit. You did not get it. And I think that the response to that would be like, well, wait until you see the full events of Romulus, and then you'll understand how it fits right in. It's not going to happen. When more things happen, it's going to get even more confusing, because at least right now all they do is collect it. If it immediately kills everyone on board and the ship explodes, I guess that's, something. And you'd be like, that is what happens. And I'd be like, oh, is it? Is that what happens? We'll see about that. So they collect it, and the film is very proud of itself because it shows the rock being cracked open, and there's an alien imprint in it as they collect the big lad, the big boy from Alien 1. And the film is like, ooh, look, he's back. He's back, boys.
Something I would be wanting to also talk about, since it's happening during this sequence, is they're doing the opening credits in the same style as Alien, which kind of bugged me, honestly.
It's a bit of a mainstay. You'd expect that, I think. It's just,
I think I don't know, it's just, I feel like I've seen that starting to happen more and more often, right? Of like signaling, hey, look, we're like the Back to the Roots installment. And so that means like, hey, we got to make sure that we have like the same graphics, right? The same sort of like opening title sequence and stuff like that.
On its own, not necessarily a problem, but when you weigh it up with all the other things they do in this movie, it'd be like, hey, remember the thing you like?
Oh, yeah. We got a fucking laundry list.
Remember that. If I really liked the movie, I would have thought it was cool, but I don't, so I don't like it.
I also just don't like this kind of storytelling where they say, man, isn't it nuts that there was that whole other living quarters on the Nostromo that the main guys never talked about that actually split off and had its own alien on it and in its own movie? You're like, no? And they're like, oh, okay, well, what about in Hadley's Hope, where there was like a little outpost filled with people and also 3 aliens? Remember that? That happened, and we're making a movie about that. You're like, can you stop? Can you make your own thing? They're all like,
can you stop being a
tumors.
leech? Can you not be a parasite? You
Get
only
off.
exist because of something else. You are a parasite. You require something else to feed off of in order to live.
In chat, did they change the layout of the Nostromo? It's like, no, they made it so it didn't blow up, technically.
It's kind of just all the pieces are sorted together, and the aliens survived all along, actually.
Anyway, introducing our main characters. You have an opening shot where Rain, played by girl from Civil War, if you remember her. Anyone who watched that film and remembers it.
Wasn't Rain the name of the protagonist from Ninja Assassin?
Possibly. Rain is not an uncommon name used for protagonists, I think. There's a couple of them, out there. And I'm glad they're all doing well. She is staring out at the...
Yo. If you ain't never seen Ninja Assassin, give it a shot. Yes, there's a cartoon level amount of blood, I will say. But a visual feast for the eyes, we will say, if nothing else. In a lot of other ways. I don't know. I enjoyed it. Shit. Check that shit out.
sun on a nice field, and then boom, wakes up in a metallic, drenched sort of world where everything is cold hard, and she's very sad. And you're like, I understand.
Yeah, you see that and you're like, okay, so we're quickly establishing a motivation, but it was a little bit awkward when all of the text that comes up to describe the planet, the last one says hours of sunlight 0. Thanks. Yeah, I got it.
You know what you could have done is you could have just had the characters like be amazed at the idea that you could see the sun, or talk about wishing they could see the sun, and then having the planet constantly like underneath the volcanic clouds and it's dark even during the daytime. Or you specifically have people check the time and it's like, oh, 3 p.m, but it's super dark outside.
You know what, Rags? You don't even need that. If she's dreaming of seeing the sun, and then we see where she lives, and you can't see the sun, I think
That's
I've got
fine,
it.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
as science fiction.
You almost made it sound better than, because it does the thing in the movie, right? It's like like information, and one of the last lines is like days of sun on this planet 0. As if it's supposed to be like,
oh no, it's Space Britain.
Have a little faith in your audience. God damn.
Well, it's so funny you say that, because you'd be like, okay, so we got the overt sort of this is her character, got it, and then that you're like, okay, that's one of 7 references to go before they make sure you definitely understand she likes looking at the sun. She wants to see the sun
in her dreams.
So,
yeah,
oh god, that line. Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue we gotta get through in this one. So Andy arrives and he's telling jokes immediately. He says, "Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He needed space." Like, haha. And he says, "I just spent my full share on a belt that won't fit. Huge waste." Aha. And then he says, "Maybe it's because I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it." You know, it's in-universe dad jokes. The thing about those jokes, of course, is that they're not really going to make anyone laugh if they're designed not to deliberately anyway. They're just supposed to make you go, mm-hmm. I get it. All right, moving on. You know,
he's that character.
Yeah. Surprisingly many of those there are in a lot of films where they're like, yeah, but he does the bad jokes on purpose. You're like, okay.
Why don't you give it a try to write a character who tells good jokes?
You could have had him telling dad jokes that make you laugh. That's possible.
That make you go,
yeah, because some dad jokes are like funny. There are funny dad jokes. They exist.
So
we're also
moving
how
through...
he says them.
I like how that works. A bad joke. A joke that doesn't make one laugh is referred to as a dad joke. There's no word that's used or made up that society accepts for making fun of an overweight mother. The dad bod instead of a father figure. I'm having to use the touchscreen because
he has the like sleepiest, dopiest expression throughout the entire movie, and it's insufferable.
How dare you? Everyone celebrated him as the best part of the film, but they're probably right. To be honest,
who would ever design an android?
He is the best part of the film.
He is the best part of the film.
Not great.
He is the best.
Being the best, being the smartest retard. Is pretty much.
That is shockingly applicable as a title to his character.
Quite literally.
First off, yeah, that is the smartest retard. Is actually very good.
The smartest retard. It's like being the prettiest guy in jail. What the fuck?
All right, well, so We're walking through the world. This is a planet controlled by Whaley Jutani. Our characters work for the company, except we get more information on him in a second. We can talk about it. But Rain is excited because this is she's clocking out for the last time. She's completed her quota. And she says as much. I've met my quota, and I should be free to go now. I'm going to Ivaga, and it's fully terraformed, and you can see the sun out there.
Oh,
I was just
man.
like, yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Well, thanks, I got it.
Are you talking to this lady, or are you talking to the omniscient audience?
I know, right? I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, they did it again? I was like, I already got that. Damn.
Going to the Ivaga, they've got salads out there.
The lady asks about like
a salad bar.
Her general situation. She says, "My parents died 3 cycles ago from Lyme disease from the mines." I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, and it's already when you get to this point, it's like, okay, so there's probably a cap on how good this film can be.
Yeah,
already.
I feel like we're setting expectations, is what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're
And,
establishing.
You know, it's unfortunate, but she says, "Yeah, sorry, you're not eligible due to a shortage of workers. You're being transferred to the mines." Which is just like,
what did
6 more years?
What? Yeah, to be absolutely clear, she had 12,000 hours to work. She completed it, and the person's just casually telling her, "Yeah, well, now it's 24,000." Rip.
Yeah, doubled it.
Which
what did she do before? Was she what was she working in before? She had a
not
was
clear.
It like
I can't remember if
farming
they
or something?
were something like that. Yeah, but obviously getting transferred to the mines is like scary because a lot of people are dying down there.
Yeah.
Like if you have someone who isn't even trained for it and need someone who's doing something else, it's weird that you just be like, "Oh, we need more people over here," so we're just put. It seems a little like, I know Wayland Yutani is evil.
Yeah.
I got that, but like there gets to a line where I'm like,
this feels a little boring evil. Like
this is starting to get boring, uninteresting evil. Like why would this happen? Is the world such that this company could be like this? It looks like the workers could literally just
Okay, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna have too awful much. To say about that right now. But my mouse literally is nowhere to be seen. I wonder what's up with that shit. Huh.
Where's the mouse?
I don't know. That's my question.
Try clicking. Maybe you need a mouse. You wanna see if my mouse will work?
What? You got a mouse?
Yeah.
I was just using the touchscreen, but it's getting a little old now.
say like revolt against the entire company because there's so many of them and they have
That's
so
what
much
I was
stuff.
thinking. If there was,
Yeah.
because it doesn't seem to be applied to her specifically. It's just the planet wide. Like it seems to be they have doubled the quota for everyone. Could you imagine the fucking response from the workers if that includes people who thought they were going home and have to serve another 6 years?
Well, yeah, because when I was watching this movie, I was thinking, so if I was in her place, I would just like, it's sabotage. This is the part where I decide I'm good. They're going to stick me here forever.
Yeah.
I am going to go around, and if I have to kill Wayland Yutani workers and security personnel and destroy their equipment and sabotage and start it upright, that's what I'm doing. Because my life is basically, I've got nothing left at this point. I'm going to be essentially a
everyone
indentured
there.
servitude slave. Yeah. And there's so many of them everywhere, and they have access to like ships and heavy-duty mining equipment and massive. Like, how do they keep order here with pissing off all these people?
And if it
mother.
mices and mices. Oh my.
What? You know what sounds really good right now?
It's a mouse.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You gonna order some pizza?
I don't have any money to order.
What? You broke ass.
Boy, you order some pizza.
Why the hell you broke like that? Like you got bills to pay or something.
But I'm a kid.
Oh.
So,
I guess that's a good excuse.
So I ain't ever got no money.
Yeah, right. I fucking think we stupid man here. Man, I don't see it on there.
Okay.
Okay, here we are. Nice. Regular fucking mouse. For once.
Should have definitely started at this point in the movie.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think that'll be interesting
Long
too to
overdue
see
for the
it play
revolution.
out.
You want me to grill you with cheese? Is that what you just said?
No, I mean, if you want to, that'd be great because I don't know how to, but I'm asking how to.
Oh, you just put mayonnaise on 2 slices of bread, put cheese on them, put them together, put some butter or some mayonnaise on the outside, heat it up, flip that motherfucker a few times, and you've grilled cheese. Mayonnaise is a better binder than butter. That's why, because it's fucking eggs. All right, mouse time. Yes.
And they could have used like a riot to, you know, as in like do some sneaky shit.
She said she's about to cook.
Yeah.
All right. I'm about to take this stream outside and smoke a cigarette. Oh, fuck. No, man. It looks like it's not, but now it's noisy as fuck. Well, it's just gonna cook it. It's gonna be noisy. Maybe. Let me see. Hey, wait. Well, technically, it's like I was trying to just do all our material and stuff in the background, and then I was just like, I want to watch this video. This is came out.
Mama, let me get it.
Uh-oh.
I got to scratch my own stuff.
So, I'm about to head outside
Yeah, you
for
can,
a minute. I don't really need to smoke one.
Jordan's going on a date.
Do you think I should interview the church girls or something?
About what?
Put them on the stream
About what? Yes.
and be like, I want to talk to y'all about Joseph Smith, like, or something. Well, what if we watch a few videos? Take a look at the monitor for just a second. Jeannie, would you mind pulling that up for me? Sounds like fucking Rogan, to be honest. Jamie, would you pull up that grizzly bear fighting that asteroid that fell in the earthquake in the Grand Canyon? And Jamie's like, 2 seconds later, there it is. That grizzly bear came riding in on the asteroid into the Grand Canyon. Alright, let's yeah, so we ain't gonna need this camera, but yeah, fuck it. So just take power out. Then we got the mouse. This should be good. I'm gonna take the thing outside, smoke a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? That way, while you're sizzling and popping in here, the zero viewers don't have to hear that. You know what I mean? Because I don't. Oh shit, what the hell is going on now? Let's go ahead and mute it while I do all this bullshit. Shit while it's going on, even try to cause one to get access to whatever things. But you know, I found it odd. So I was like, how did? So this was news to
I think
her.
I got one. I think I got one. All of the miners should have risen up against the bourgeois. Call them the moletariat.
Nice. Should have been the movie. Should have been anti-dialogue.
Yeah, it plays a lot better as just communism instead of corporate greed, because that's probably would have been there would have been more soldiers, more security, which we didn't see a ton of.
I didn't see like any.
I mean, Mother is the one that regulates. They do mention like highly regulated ships, and you have to be able to speak Mother to, or motherfucker, to talk to them.
But any random robot apparently can just boop finger and you go.
Well, not to get
a
ahead, what
special
I
needs
want to
one.
say was that with this information having taken place, this would be news, you know, planet-wide. Everyone would be talking about this. Everyone's fucking quotas got doubled. That would be insane news. She finds out at the actual kiosk, and it feels like the worker there finds out while she's looking at her profile Like it like
'cause the
glitches and
screen just
shows
sort of
the
goes
12,000
yeah.
to 24,000. It's like, well, but
2,400, yeah, 24,000.
how did you know what I
Did you
mean?
do
It's like,
this?
what? Yeah.
Did you do this, you bitch?
And so it's so weird. It's like, did this happen just now? In which case, if she'd completed a quota yesterday, would she have been cleared? Because that's.
I got the vibe that the worker there was the one who did it.
I thought it was applied to everybody recently. She says something like that. That it was.
Oh,
it
maybe I
changed
don't remember
shit.
that.
In any case, like I said, it was a little bit silly to me. I think they should have opted to say you've got one more year rather than 6. It's just like, God, they would absolutely be a revolt. The workers would not fucking deal with this very well at all.
Yeah, the entire colony would be just completely overrun, and it would start. Yeah, it's just when the evil company do like actual evil companies where they're not like evil, they're just companies that can do evil stuff, but it's not like to the core everything involved. Like it's a massive, like it's not cartoonish, you know. Like some of them
I
hate
prefer
their
it if they
jobs, and they do
even
some.
find a way to justify it through some kind of bureaucratic bullshit, as in, you know, your conduct has not been perfect. You've littered. You've done this. You've done that. You've done that. Your whatever she does exactly has been like of lower quality, and that through penalties she's earned an extra year.
On company time.
Yeah, you dream too much, bitch. So something like that. I don't know, but yeah, as it stands, I was just like, oh, okay, and she gets distracted from it, of course, because her friend Andy is getting beaten up by mean people outside, and it messes with his circuitry because he is indeed a synthetic. He's his problem is that when he takes not even a huge level, but just let's just call it a significant level of trauma in any way, he'll like freeze up and glitch out. He can't do anything until he's reset, which is something they stick to for the whole movie.
Yes, these kids just walk up to him and they beat him with some sticks.
They mean, yeah,
for seemingly no reason. Maybe they know he's an android, even though you wouldn't have known, because at first I thought he was just a weird guy.
So question: how was she able to keep that for very long before? Like, that's an incredible piece of technology that'll be worth, I got to imagine, a shit ton of money.
Well, especially considering what we learn it has the capability to do with Weyland-Yutani.
Exactly.
Tech.
We can get to that a little later. I'm just talking about the casual sort of walking around with a Weyland-Yutani synthetic feels to me, especially when people know, because it's very easy to find out. Weyland-Yutani, would there not be like a reward for, I don't know, telling people about that? And then, of course, would she not have considered selling it to get in a much better position? And then, of course, would it not be taken off her? I would have imagined.
It depends on how they portray it. I can believe either way. If you have an old robot that's decommissioned and it can't interface with Weyland-Yutani tech, it's almost like if you de-weaponize like a tank or something. You can go and buy them if you want. They're out there. You can buy, demilitarized military equipment. That's totally legal. It's just there's not much reason to have it. So I feel like I could see going another way. Would they care if some random old robot unit that couldn't really do anything was just walking around and doing stuff? Probably not. Or maybe they would for another reason. I could see it going either way.
Like they would want to dispose of them their way. I don't know if they would be comfortable with just synthetics walking around. It is like they're walking products that can do or say, like it's just a liability, right?
I think if you're at the point where you're basically enslaving people on a planet, they may be past that in terms of this might make us look bad. Like I said, I can believe it either way if they gave me a little bit of information to work with.
Well, if it didn't have the ability to just interface with all of their technology.
That's the killer. That's the thing right there that makes me go, there's no fucking way that this robot should be allowed to exist in this state in her, basically as hers. However, there's, the potential for world building is neat. The idea that you have this like robot that's almost like a family hand-me-down heirloom in a sense, where like because the dad died, he reprogrammed it to help look after the daughter, and then because it doesn't age and whatnot, it's an idea that they might want to work with, because the idea in a science fiction setting of you have like these human-like androids that can do all sorts of stuff, you can talk with them, they can help you out. What is their place in society? What do people do with them? That's not an unreasonable thing to think people might do. But we don't really get any of that for all the time we spend on things, which is kind of a shame.
Yes, we
Because
spend a lot of time at least bringing up the idea of like, how should we treat androids in this universe, and then saying very little about it.
yeah, it's very
Yeah.
non-committal and it's very weak. Like they barely brush against it when it probably would have been better to not even talk about it at all.
When you see it, you know. It stands for something different.
Because I mean it's from the first, I think 'cause in the first Alien and in Aliens you get that there's a bit of like, oh, he's a synthetic, he's not real, he's not like a person. Who's the name of the android in Aliens? What's the name? Bishop, that's the one.
So if you're gonna bring up a show or bring up an idea in a show like a android being sentient, like probably want to dive deep into that, don't you? You don't just want to like bring it up and kind of make it seem as if he's sentient and then
Never mention it again.
yeah, just let it go.
I was thinking I had the wrong chess piece on my mind for a second. But the idea that he's like he understands he's disposable, not disposable, but his worth is not like a human life, and he'll do things to help humans if it means that he might become damaged or left behind. That's just kind of like a thing that's given and understood by people. But there's also this element of maybe superficial camaraderie is a bit uncharitable, but like it's like a crew member, but it's just a little beneath everyone else in a sense. But it's still like a valuable piece of equipment, and But I don't really
Well,
get
we'll
into any
see
of it. They
the
want to.
consequences of them randomly ditching synthetics. We'll see what that could possibly lead to. So, unless I'm mistaken, something I wanted to ask is I saw a lot of praise for the Weyland-Yutani portion of the film being near the beginning. Have I missed any part now substantively that people would consider that a part of? Because we've got the plan is coming up next in the next scene.
I like kind of.
I suppose I kind of like the planet in terms of a design. I like this big sort of oppressive mining planet, but I mean, it's mainly the design.
It's all
narratively.
aesthetics.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's not particularly tapped into all that much. Because again, it's just like, hey, did you guys see? There's 0 hours of sunlight here, and look, the Weyland-Yutani just arbitrarily doubled the amount of time that people have to work here. It's like, yeah, all right.
The people who are in charge of the aesthetics and the technology and a lot of the technological sound effects and whatnot, I think they did a really good job. That part of the movie is easily the best. This is a very immersive, very believably alien universe world in those elements. The buttons, the knobs, the lights, the TV screens,
costumes, everything.
Yeah, a lot of the costumes. That part is like legitimately quite good. What a fucking shame.
Well, because I was gonna say I've seen praise about it, and I was just like, there's nothing else about because I would buy the shit out of and watch a Weyland-Yutani focused sort of storyline in the Alien universe. I've always found the company super interesting.
Well,
yeah, they're not interesting in this though.
Not really.
No, they're not.
No.
When we get to the end, we'll probably get into it later. But I think that you mentioning, like from a Weyland-Yutani perspective, this would have been a much more interesting movie potentially. Because I don't mind the general premise of this plot. Its execution is awful, but the idea of it is an interesting one, trying to secure the cryopods. But we'll get into that later.
And that's like so many works that I see though, where there's a germ of an idea, and I feel like if you did a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth draft, you might find something there that you can really work. But I don't know if they have time.
So we get she teams up with some friends to have a little chat. They're going to introduce an idea to her. Now we've had she's got another 5 to 6 years to serve on this planet. So if only there were some kind of event taking place that could possibly give her a chance to get away from all of that. And so we get a big old expo dump, which is fine with me. This is how it would run. It's more so the specifics. So we have to take this piece by piece. It is said that there is a beacon, and Navarro, I guess I would say the pilot of the team, has been tracking it, and this leads to a really big Weyland-Yutani ship drifting right above their heads, decommissioned, abandoned, probably some old relic, and it's probably obsolete. So before we get any further, there is just a huge Weyland-Yutani space station floating above the planet with nobody on it, apparently.
Seems awfully contrived.
The Weyland-Yutani isn't interested in, even though they obviously would be, because they know what it is.
And also,
At
just
this point,
timing as
nothing
well.
to
like,
see
fuck,
here.
damn, this is perfect timing for the protagonist to have a vehicle through which to make her escape at the most optimal time.
Yeah, the timing of that call.
Like, I remember when Deus Ex Machinas were rare to see in film. But now it's just standard protocol.
All right afterwards was, come on, you could have let that breathe a little
bit. Make it work for another fucking few weeks. Make it work.
A few weeks go by.
It's like a couple of minutes.
Maybe we see her going on with life after a few weeks. Maybe she listens to some people who are thinking about, because they had the one guy earlier talking about Weyland-Yutani shit and everything. So like maybe, is she thinking about joining one of these groups, or is she thinking about sabotage? Is she
I saw people
away?
comparing it to fucking quarter portion shit in TFA. It's like, oh geez, I'm so down on my luck. If only something was different. But even Ray had like a few days before something happened.
I know.
Yeah. She doesn't even get a chance to acknowledge the fact that she's got 5 or 6 more years. It's like, no, we got a plan. And yeah, I mean, as premises go, if you were talking to the writing team and they said, okay, what if an abandoned space station just appeared above the planet? How about that?
But then your next question would be like, above a Weyland-Yutani planet, and it's a Weyland-Yutani like space station, huh?
And not even any random space station, a very, very important one.
Exactly.
To be clear, just so everyone understands, not a ship in the sense of a space station.
Moving around, yeah.
Huge.
A city-sized space station, yeah.
They think it's a ship at first, and then they discover it's actually...
I don't even understand that. How do you think it's way smaller than it is?
Because if you're tracking it and it has a beacon, it'll probably tell you what it is.
Well, it wouldn't change anything about
the
point here, which is that it's insane that this is happening. It makes no sense at all.
Which
Beyond
is kind of
the
a big deal,
questions,
considering this is the premise of the kind of like the plot, how the plot begins essentially, and it shouldn't happen.
Well, we've already got a premise that makes no fucking sense, and now we have another one that makes no fucking sense. It's like, damn. We can be forgiving with as soon as you get into your story of like, I guess we got here through a bit of bullshit, but like, this is not helpful. Hopefully, we will get answers as to how it was abandoned so thoroughly that no one is on it anymore, and no one went there, and that these guys are the first to find out about it and to get there.
I have a feeling you're not going to get any answers about how you got there. Just a guess, based on history.
Feels unlikely.
It feels like impossible.
Yeah, you might say impossible.
Like, it's logically possible, I guess. Like, it doesn't break any laws of logic, but like, come on. No, it wouldn't happen. This wouldn't happen ever. This would never happen. I don't believe you.
And how long was that ship up there? Because like, there's the implication that the actions from the first Alien movie just happened.
So,
like, how long?
I think he says 177 days. How long since they collected the alien to the current state of the ship?
Way too long.
Well, wherever it was it floated in 177 days to where it is now. So
around the planet.
I mean,
If it
that just sounds like it's a space station in the middle of nowhere, because I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
the planet they're going to was described as the next closest place, and that's like what, years away?
to be honest with you, 177 days
Yeah.
not doing any particular impressive travel power, just drifting.
Well,
they
yeah,
would have
it's
just
just
been in orbit of this
floating.
planet.
Anywhere that you can float to in 177 days
Yeah.
is just like a quick jaunt over in a ship with engines.
And it was pretty close to a giant planet with rings.
And it would have
So
been
was
detected
descending into those
fucking
rings.
ages ago
giant
by
Weyland-Yutani
Weyland-Yutani.
planet.
Yeah, and they would have been like,
Yeah.
why is one of our space stations abandoned and floating toward us? What's going on?
And why
Yeah,
this
they
one
were a
in
little fuzzy on
particular? Oh
this.
god.
Like,
Little
bear in
fuzzy,
mind that
lot
Ripley
fuzzy.
got punished big time for what happened in Alien, which wasn't even her fault, but because of destroying the Nostromo was a big deal.
Yes.
Like, you just destroyed a spaceship that's worth a lot of money, and this is a
It
space
had what, 20
station.
billion tons of ore or something like that?
Well, yeah,
Some
not
insane
only,
number.
not only the ship, but what's on it, and